Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Wednesday, November 11th, 2009. This morning I'd like to take a brief walkthrough of what you should expect to see when you first start up the non-commercial version of VisualWorks 7.7, because there have been some changes in the introductory text you'll see in the workspace, and by that I mean this area here. If you look at the Getting Started, you'll see a list of topics here, and if you scroll down, you'll see that there are links to all the helpful things. So for instance, the Smalltalk website. You click this link here, and this is clickable. You'll end up here on our Smalltalk website. And you can go to the various areas on the website, Developers Gallery for instance. You can get to things like the daily screencasts, the podcasts, and of course our videos. So that's one area you can go to. If you scroll down, you'll find that it takes you through some of the documentation that's useful. And further down, you'll find here a list of the tutorials. So for instance here, and I've clicked on that twice, which is why it came up twice, but it'll take you straight to the page where we have tutorials. Our Japanese office translated these tutorials into Japanese, so there is a page for that. But there's a Seaside tutorial and some basic tutorials that'll get you started learning Smalltalk. And if I scroll away from that, you can keep going down. You'll find that there are also links to our Syncom Smalltalk wiki. So as you go here, you can find there are various links of interest to developers here. Now this is kind of scrunched up because I've made this fit into this view, but you can get all the stuff here. So for instance, this will take you straight to our search application, which will allow you to search for the various podcasts, screencasts, and videos. So if I wanted to find a place where we had mentioned Cairo, for instance, I could go here and hit search, and it'll pull up all the screencasts, podcasts, and so on where Cairo came up in the discussion. Now I can continue to scroll down through here, and you'll find that this has a link to our daily screencasts, which I mentioned a few moments ago, and our link that you can subscribe to those. All of these things are syndicated out through iTunes, for instance. The screencasts, the videos, the podcast, those are all there. So for instance here, Industry Misinterpretations, our podcast, if you go here, this is syndicated out through iTunes. So you can go here, and when we put this up, we have this linked live on Justin.tv. We have a stream there. So when we're recording, you can go to the live streaming site. When we're not, there's nothing there. You can go and subscribe directly in iTunes here. So this is linked there. And let's go back over here, scroll down, gives you the direct link to subscribe. And for instance, it also gives you our link to the blogs, the my blog, for instance, Arden's blog, and the IRC channel information. So if you're interested in talking to some Smalltalk experts, you have a question you can't answer, you can of course always go to the BWNC mailing list, which is also linked here, but you can also go out here to this page, which seems to be rendering a little slowly, but in any case what it does is it'll give you information on how to get onto the IRC channel. So it finally came up, so there it is, list of all the things you can do. So if you understand IRC, that'll show you how to get there. Also in here there's an overview, goes through some basics about Smalltalk. There are some features and functions that just gives you a basic overview of what's in the product, and there's an introductory workspace that'll give you an overview of Smalltalk, the language, that's not quite as specific to VisualWorks or Object Studio, but does walk you through learning Smalltalk, the syntax, how the language works, and how some of the basic things work in the tools. So that's kind of a brief overview of where you can go, what resources there are you can get started learning Smalltalk, and what's in the product and linkable directly once you download it. So I'd strongly suggest you start here and getting started, scroll through, click on the links, and take a look at what we have to offer. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.